Chelsea won, Manchester United won, a draw at the Bridge. We showed spirit today, man. It was a game that had a lot of emotions in it, but we come out of a point, man.
I'm not angry at all. I'm not angry in the slightest. 4 points for a possible 6. Big games and games close together. Now today we showed a lot of character, and there was a lot happening in that game. Again, it was like two managers playing chess.
Yeah.
Two managers just trying to outsmart each other, and it did feel like it was the hallmarks of a big game. It was a hallmarks. It kind of brings me back to Fergie and Mourinho trying to work each other out. It was one of those ones. Yes, they're not. Those managers haven't reached when they need to reach in terms of success on the pitch, but you can say that they were really trying to cancel each other out. They're waiting. He makes a sub. He's like, oh, okay, he's done that. You see them on it. Let's work it out. Bring on Fred, but and stuff wasn't working. Unfortunately, today we had passengers. Today was a game of we carried too many players, and you can't carry players in the big games. You the big one, Sancho passenger, Rashford passenger. Shaw was in and out. Then he makes this big moment, but then there was when him and Sancho together, it was weird. Remember when we went through this pattern where they just couldn't look after the ball properly. Again, Man United. I'm happy with the progression. First half, you can say we won the first half. Second half, you had to give it to Chelsea. They made the right changes. As soon as Kovacic comes on, the game really changes.
First half after 35 minutes.
And they got some brightness, they got some luck, and we had to ride it out. We're not clinical, but we had to ride out a lot of things. Again, Anthony, you can tell he started off really well, became a passenger. So again, in big games like that, you can't afford to carry players, and we had to do a lot of carrying.
Was it a statement in terms of, not to the league or anything like that, but I mean within ourselves, to the fans, and to show that the players are buying into what Ten Hag's doing? Because like you said, Ten Hag didn't just sit on his arse and just think, well, I set my stalls out.
Yeah.
He's being proactive. He's trying to organise things, trying to change things. Is it a statement from the players to say that we are really buying into what this manager's doing?
Ten Hag doesn't need any more statements anymore in terms of the players. The players know exactly who's in charge. They saw it today. Today, everyone will argue and say, oh, man, if we had a Ronaldo off the bench, it could have been helpful, right? That would have been the argument. But he's taken him out, even though it's a really big game. And you could actually see we lacked something. We were lacking. And again, we have to have that left side conversation. The Sancho conversations are very real conversations.
What's going on? What's going on, and what should happen? How do we keep playing him so he plays his way out of it, or let him sit for what?
You gotta unfortunately, he hasn't got enough competition. Unfortunately, again, Martial goes down, and he's next. Martial goes down. Ronaldo's not in. So now Rashford, again, all the position, everyone who said the left-hand side is so stacked. No, because it's not really stacked now. You should have Martial over there, Rashford over there, and Sancho all fighting for one position. Now it's just Sancho playing. There's nothing saying you're on bench. He knows he's going to start ahead of Elanga. But let's be honest now, let's be fair. He has to come down the pecking order. Now the Garnachos of this world and the Elangas of this world should be knocking on the door.
Elanga's impact when he comes on.
Yeah, should be knocking on the door saying, I need to start now, because he's too comfortable. He's just way too comfortable for me. Again, he's slowing things down. Aspilicueta today, bro. We're talking about Aspilicueta. You should be on him. You should be on him. There's no excuses for this. And people can say, yeah, he starts a bit slow. He does help. He gets us the assist against Tottenham. I don't want to take everything away from Sancho, but you want more. You want him to just be as effective, or at least help as much as you're getting from Anthony. And yes, Anthony's been in and out since he's arrived, but bro, come on, you're not even taking shots.
Yeah, it's the basics, isn't it, from Jadon actually. They're just all kind of failing him at the moment.
Yeah.
So, all right, there were some of the little things that you picked up on, but bro, we scored a last-minute equaliser.
Yeah.
Casemiro.
Before I praise Casemiro, we got to talk about Delo, fitness-wise. The guy is something else. The guy is literally, he helped a lot. He was driving into the box, step over. Delo, sometimes he goes a bit too far and it just doesn't go his way. But I can say that I've been impressed as a professional, and his engine, fantastic.
He's defending properly as well. He's defending really
he's getting
well.
All the high fives, and I feel for you and your guy, bro. Varane, I was sad to see Varane.
That wasn't nice.
So on the ground, I was sad to see it. It didn't feel good.
knows.
I hope that it was an overreaction and it's not what he thinks it is. Him walking away, just gives me something that makes me hope for more.
Yeah, it did.
Now we get onto the Casemiro thing. Casemiro, you see what the celebration meant to him, innit? You see what the goal meant to him. That goal's been coming for weeks. I don't think we bought him to be a goal scorer, but bloody hell, mate, in the air, he's been a difference. He's been a battler. We needed those characters today. We needed Martinez. We need people that was going to fight because Chelsea could bully you. You're playing at Stamford Bridge, and we don't do well there, you know. But
Oh, we have recently.
But
They haven't beat us in like 9 games.
See, that's
Not
crazy.
just at the Bridge, just in general, but at the
general.
Bridge as well. We haven't lost there
I
for a
just
good few
remember
years.
Chelsea for just.
That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, it was like that. But the
remember
recent
Chelsea
thing
for
ain't that,
just
KG.
tapping
And now we've even preserved it. Like Chelsea fans will be looking like, Man
When's that
United,
gonna
we just
happen?
can't. Yeah, we've got that number.
Right
at the
in
moment.
because usually in my head I always go Stamford Bridge, bloody hell. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
time
not
it
that
is.
at the moment. It
that's
hasn't
what
been
it
for a
is.
good few years.
But then what I can say again about this game is, with the boys battled, Chelsea was just not as good as well. Like they were.
Yeah,
it was.
they're new
It
Chelsea,
was
isn't it?
what it needs to be. Points shared, honest even. It makes sense. There was nothing more to say that it should have been more than that. This is the correct result. Like hopefully now, the players, you can say Ten Hag against big clubs, he's done really well.
Talk to me about that.
You know what I mean? Big clubs, big club, big manager. Again, you got a guy that he's gonna be he's reactive and he can be proactive. He started off the game, he started really proactive. Cucurella's, all these players were in, and he knew exactly how he was gonna play this game. And what killed us today is our lack of just clinicalness. Because if you say you don't the early 35 minutes, you get that goal.
Score in that moment,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
to score. And Man United, that's what's been hurting us. That's why we're not at that elite level. But what our manager's bringing, he's bringing that go for him, get them. You know, even at the end when we go down, the belief is not like no one's not believing. Everyone believes that we can get signed in this game, and that comes from the manager. There's no surprise. The celebrations are quite similar. Ten Hag's, and because we believed in this game, we could get something from it. I believe in this manager. I think he's the right manager. I think he can make big calls. The Ronaldo call was the biggest call, and if we lost today, spotlight's back on him. Pressure's back on him because all the legends, and I call out the legends, again, people were talking about this whole Ollie thing. No one wants to say Ollie when he's doing a bad job. The legends, in my opinion, have been disgraceful because let this be any other player bar Ronaldo that refused to come on the pitch. Refused. I remember how legends act when Tevez just wanted to go play golf, and you can't do that in football.
Is that their point though? That it's not a normal player, it's someone who's a goat,
doesn't
someone
matter.
who's over 700
It
goals.
does not matter. Again, if this is the club that they love, there's expectation. There's expectation to give your all, and I'm surprised. I'm shocked by the legends because it's sending the wrong message. I don't care who it is. This is a great club, and it's an honor to wear the badge. And if it was somebody else, and we know the names, I know how they act.
Finish off. Who was the man of the match quickly?
Man of the match, I'm just going to give it to Casemiro. Once it has to go to Casemiro. I want to give it to Delo, but I'm going to give it to Casemiro. Actually, let me change that. I'm giving it to Delo.
Okay.
Delo's getting my man of the match. Again, no other right back. It's just been him, and he's held it down.
Keep going and going.
He's held it down. Sterling still can't score.